Hey guys, this is a step-by-step guide to filling out the Spanish student visa application. I have to do a lot of searching here and there to be able to get all of the steps correctly, so I wanted to make sure that there was a video that existed that shows the step-by-step guide to filling out the Spanish student visa application so it can be easier for you. Alright, so let's begin right from the beginning. So, for line 1, it says surname. So this is where you put your last name. At line 2, this is where you put your surname at birth. So you're going to leave this blank unless you have a maiden name or have changed your name. Line 3, first names. So your first and middle name as they appear on your passport. Line 4 is your date of birth, and the order that they wanted is day, month, year of your birth date. So make sure you use the Spanish format for the dates. So day comes first, then the month, and then the year. Line 5, that's the place of birth, so the state where you were born. Line 6 is the country of birth, so you put the country where you were born. Line 7 is your current nationality and nationality at birth. So here you're going to write your nationality and then your nationality at birth if it was different. Line 8 is sex. So here you're going to check off male or female. Line 9 is your marital status. So you're going to select the appropriate answer for this section. Line 10, this is in the case of minors. You're going to write your last name, your first name, your address, and the nationality of your legal guardians. For line 11, this is the national identity number. So if you have studied in Spain before, this is going to be your NIE. If you haven't, then leave this section blank. Line 12, you're going to put the type of travel document that you'll be going with. So choose ordinary passport. For line 13, you're going to write the number of your travel document. So here's where you write your passport number. Line 14, you're going to be looking at the date of issue. So again, day, month, and year of when your passport was issued. For line 15, where it says valid until, you're going to put the day, month, and year of when the passport expires. Line 16, issued by. So this is on the photograph of your passport, or somewhere on the first page of your passport, it will say where it was issued by, or the issuing authority. For line 17, you have your postal and email address, as well as your telephone number. So pretty straightforward here. You're going to enter your home address in full, your email address, and also your phone number. Line 18, residence in country other than country of current nationality. So for this, if you are living in your country of citizenship, leave this blank. If you are a citizen of another country and applying at a consulate in a country where you only have your residence, then you need to put your passport number of your home country. Now, if you have multiple nationalities but are applying to a consulate in a country where you are a citizen, then you can leave this blank. For line 19, current profession, so you're going to put whatever your current profession is, or if you're unemployed, you'd write unemployed here. Oh, we're getting through it. As you can see, this application process, it takes a toll, but taking a little break in between usually does the trick. All right, so now on to line 20. You're going to go to your principal purpose of journey, and the reason you're going to put here is studies, because we're doing it for those that are achieving their study visa. For line 21, the date of intended entry into Spain. Now for this, you're going to use the date that's found on your acceptance letter from your study abroad program. And remember the format: day, month, and year. I chose to go to TT Madrid, and if anybody wants more details on how that experience is going, feel free to send me a direct message and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right, so we're halfway through. Now, line 22, number of entries requested, you're going to select multiple. multiple entries. That way you have the ability to go and visit your home country for the holidays and be able to return back. You don't want to be limited by selecting one or two. It's best for you to choose multiple entries. Now for line 23, the postal address of the applicant in Spain. For this, check with your study abroad program, but this will be the address of the school you'll be staying at. It should be on one of the letters you received in your acceptance package, most likely your letter of acceptance from the school in Spain. Line 24 is your Spanish foreign identity number. Leave this blank unless you have studied in Spain before. This would be your NIE found on your extranjero card if you've lived in Spain already. Remember, your NIE never changes and is permanently assigned to your name. You won't get a new NIE for your second trip to Spain. Line 25, date of notification of decision issued by a competent body for non-nationals. So this is only if you studied or lived in Spain before. This would be the date from your previous visa approval. Line 26, data of individual resident in case of application for residence visa for family reunion. I'm assuming this does not apply to you if you are simply applying for a student visa, so leave this blank. Line 27, date of employer or company in the case of application for residence and employment visa. You're going to leave this blank. And now line 28, which has a lot of steps in between it. I'm going to break it down. So it's the data of educational establishment or research center in case of applying for student or research visa. So the name of the educational establishment or research center, this is the name of the school you will be studying at, not your study abroad program. It's important to have that distinction. The postal address of the educational establishment or research center, use the school in Spain's mailing address here. The telephone number of the educational establishment or research center, use the phone number from the letterhead of your acceptance letter. Email of educational establishment or research center, we're almost done. Use the email from the letterhead of your acceptance letter. The intended start date for research the intended start date for study or research, use the date from your acceptance letter. The intended finishing date for study or research, use the date from your acceptance letter. And in case of temporary stay for minors, fill this out if you are a minor. It's self-explanatory except for the national identity number bit. Now find out from the school you'll be attending, the DNI number of the person in charge of the program. Last but not least is the signature page. So you need to have 2 original signatures on both copies of the application that you submit. So as you can see what I'm doing here, I'm copying information off of the application that I already completed the first time around, and I'm making a duplicate copy so that I will also sign. So leave this part blank, the signature part, until you have 2 completed visa applications. Then sign both of them together. And then you're finished. That's everything that you need in order to be able to fill out a study. That's everything that you need to fill out to have a Spanish student visa application. If you have any questions, again, just send me a direct message and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for listening, and all the best in your new Spanish adventure.